Crystallina chapter. Skirk story quest start. Vast and unfathomable, the distant universe holds the hopes and dreams of countless souls. Yet when dreams collide, the sounds of shattered hope rends the darkness. A haunting night which cloaks the fall of civilizations too many to measure. Joy and sorrow intertwined without end, forged into one by the unending passage of time. The past, the future, and the fleeting lives of the now. She's so pretty, my favorite design in Genshin. Honestly, she looks Honkai Impact 3rd-ish, but I think it's a nice change of pace. She does look a lot like Lumine. I'm not gonna lie, like this dress design reminds me so much of Lumine. But I really like the tail that she has. Whispering Betwixt Stars and Night. Crystallina Chapter Act 1. Sinister Undercut. Listen to Paimon's advice. On an otherwise ordinary day on the road, you suddenly feel a strange discomfort. What, did I get a tummy ache? Why am I going to see Baiju? Bro's got a tummy ache and they have to go all the way to Leah for medicine? That's crazy to me. We couldn't find any other doctor. Literally, Tignari's a doctor.
Oh. Baiju wasn't in his shop.
We could have gone to any other doctor,
you're looking
bro.
for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Oh, we're going to the back. Oh my god, they're reusing the back room?
Okay, thanks. We'll head on through.
I cannot believe we're reusing the back room. Genshin remembering that we have this room, crazy to me. Hey, girly pop. Looks like we have a special guest.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
I have tummy ache.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink. And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is he sick?
Oh, is Traveler prone to sickness? I find this surprising. I mean, have we ever gotten sick before? I feel like we have. I guess I could be. I'm not sure.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Maybe Aether is also burnt out from Genshin like I am.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that.
And yet,
you should be feeling right as rain.
And yet I do feel like something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
So I gotta go to Mitsuki for therapy. Got you.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic.
Wait
It's
a minute,
hard to
that's not what
say.
I was thinking.
It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Why did you start with curses and dark magic, though?
Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do you a world of good. It's almost like taking care of yourself is probably a better answer than trying to burn yourself out by working all the time.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Still, we're not experts on this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling in a specialist as soon as possible.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Whispers betwixt stars and night. How we get from here to eventually Skirk is my question.
Nap time. So sleepy. Good night.
Oh, why'd the music cut out? Oh, wait a minute. I think this platform we've used before in the chasm. Like, in the intermission story, if I remember, with, like, Yanfei and Yelan and all that. There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Did we get Doctor Stranged? I think we got Doctor Stranged. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight. And worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? Hi! What is that? Oof! Oof! What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back! But there's no blood. There's a strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar-looking spike retreating back to the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing. And now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Is this what's been happening? Who's been stealing my energy soul thing? Hello? Deltarune Undertale. Is that you?
Traveler,
Mr. Toby Fox?
Traveler! Rise and shine. Time to wake up. For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
Paimon, I need you to check if there's a cut on my back.
A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? All right, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So,
What?
if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Paimon, what are you cooking in the kitchen because you're burning it? Heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite? Where did you get that from? You and Paimon head to Wanmin Restaurant. Sensing that something isn't right, Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back?
Right, the opposite is to not get stabs, like...
Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? 'Cause from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either. Maybe it was just a very lifelike dream?
Then it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up.
Sure, I'm not sure how much you can do, but okay.
Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
That sounds more likely. Paimon's smile has a way of putting me at ease. But what I saw is still bothering me. That dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like there was something watching me from some corner of the world even now. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching. Almost as if deep underneath the flesh something is...
Something is missing?
Hello?
Did you just say something?
I'm hallucinating. You heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master! Skirk?
Skork? Hi, Skirk.
Right! What are you doing here?
Spork!
The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that.
Except if you're the player, which found out about the whole, Nuvi and Skirk stuff.
Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmean Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw?
That voice line reminds me so much of Jinglu. I know there's been tons of comparisons with her, but man, it sounds very close.
Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Oh, interesting. You guys make moonshine?
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. If I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
Shenhe's on vacation?
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours.
Okay, Acheron.
If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
I hope that's a whole ass pot of fucking wine. What do you know about the situation and why are you here?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
So, how do I fix the abyssal corrosion?
Neither of those things sound good.
Skirk seems to know something. And given what I've seen of her strength, I can bet she can tell what happened to me. I think she's testing us, if anything. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
What do you think, Paimon?
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Like who? Child? I'm not asking him.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
She's just indifferent and just wants to vibe, I totally get that.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do.
Girly Pop, you have 10 more to your name and that's it?
Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark space shrouded in dense fog that I couldn't disperse. Give Skirk a brief description of your dream.
So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
10 pennies are not gonna help with paying for the wine, Girly Pop. It is definitely more expensive than that.
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared!
You and Paimon quickly finish your meal and go to settle the bill.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid.
Oh.
Here's your change.
Really?
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
Can you not see her? You ordered it? What?
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
Considering what we saw in the Dane quest, I'm going to scream.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall, wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine!
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
So they can remember it afterwards then. So it's not like they're in a different time dimension kind of thing. It's just she makes them forget? Is that just an ability of being a descender? I don't know. I don't think anyone forgets us. Maybe just Skirk special thing that happens with her. I wonder if it's kind of like Wonder where the event happens, but the way it happens changes. Maybe. Do you think that she can manipulate Airman Soul? That'd be interesting. Chef Mao, check please.
Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Gwaili Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
Wasn't Gwaili Plains also the space where Rex Lapis, stabbed a sea monster? Oh, wait, never mind. This is the area where they have the ruins. Oh, Rift Wolf Hounds.
What are all these Rift Hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Oh, let's go check it out.
What are y'all doing here, buddy?
Annihilate.
Man, I wish I had Skirk built because this is gonna be what's gonna happen all throughout the stream. Well.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Oh, that was the stone fort. No, you're right. I completely mixed up the names.
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kind of like...
God remains. Oh yeah, it kind of does. I was just like, tasty smoke. It's green.
Yeah. What is going on here?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even
Hello,
if their
fully
body is
remembrance.
sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast.
Huh? Also, Paimon, why are you looking at her booba like that? Girlie, you're not being subtle.
What are you doing?
She is clearly staring at your boobs, bro.
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
After you left the restaurant, the other diners acted like you were never there.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities.
Listen, I always focus on the tiny details. I'm surprised Xiao isn't here. I mean, the best you get is this kind of green color smoke.
It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
So she just has that ability, okay.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
Don't you dare call Chef Mao weak. That's so rude. He is a wonderful chef. I demand that you respect that man right now.
Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I'm never going to get over the way that Paimon pauses their sentences. I say as I pause my own sentence.
In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason.
Where do you think it's going? Like in the ley lines?
The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like part of my soul was taken?
Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed.
What?
Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
So, can we make sure that maybe Deshret isn't, unburied and also taken? I would like to know.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Stella Fortuna?
Wait, you mean the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
That does not sound good. Also, 42, the meaning of life?
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
Oh, is this like low-key kind of similar to like the character creation process where like they amalgamate different aspects of a certain character and shove ideas into a wall and then eventually they become the idea that eventually gets put out into marketing?
Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain.
So how about we get Mona to help?
Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
Yeah, but why would they want a Descender? Like, I know the Descenders eventually became the Gnosis, right? Or at least the third Descender specifically became Gnosis. Is that what happened to the third Descender? Like, at first, was their power, like, slowly drained out as well?
This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
But why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Why do you want to track it, though?
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Thank you.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
Well, I'm still gonna express my thanks.
And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Just don't chuck me into the void like child.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Oh my god, what are you gonna think of it this time?
Ah, Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right.
I'm not surprised, but also, considering that Ito also calls you Lavender Melon, aren't you kind of low-key insulting yourself?
Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Okay, I guess this is like a domain, air quotes. Oh, well, it made the domain noise. Oh, okay. That looks bad.
Whoa, this place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
The Abyss, I'll roll.
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
It seems more like somewhere in the Abyss. Are we on floor, I don't know, 13?
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
I mean, unless that soul snatcher is able to access the Abyss world?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time.
Okay, so they can't come here.
Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog.
I can tell you it looks like the one in the chasm.
Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the Abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the Abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
No, can I though?
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
Hey, I want to learn. I'm kind of at odds with the Abyss right now.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the Abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
I love that she's pointing out like all the information you have because she's been following us.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. All respect to your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
Which is?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
I don't like how the shape is very similar to the Akasha.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel.
I really want to know what happens if she ever met Mitsuki.
Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
So all I need to do is wait? Is there anything you need me to do?
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
We're having a training arc? Okay.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples.
I mean, probably because you're not teaching us abyssal powers.
You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face.
Mitsuki would have to give her therapy for a long... Bro, Mitsuki would be with her in therapy for months, bro. She'd be constantly eating her nightmares. I wonder if the voice director gave her the same directions as Jinglu. The way she says certain words is kind of similar. The way that she draws out a lot of the ends of her phrases are so similar to Jinglu. Maybe they're just like, okay, look at this one. They're basically almost the same, you know?
But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
I feel like she's just as apathetic as Jinglu, but I think for Jinglu, there's more regret in her voice. Skirk is a little bit more like, all right, we're doing this, don't waste my time kind of vibe, you know?
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, feels like a lifetime ago.
Listen, I didn't need you to bring up that memory. I hated the anti-Raiden Shogun training.
Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
This space is so pretty, though. Like, man, we made entirely new assets. Although I think this is very similar to the Abyss. I feel like this specific flower pattern has been used before. I don't know if it was Night Kingdom or if it was Abyss area. Ooh! The transitions are interesting. New types of transitions I see. All right. Oh, God. This really feels like the chasm again.
Ready?
Bring it on!
She's gonna whoop my ass, bro.
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills.
I have to think.
We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through.
I love that Leah only gets 1 mention.
You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Understood. So what's the next step?
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work.
Okay, so picking and choosing what parts of, like, something that you like in order to incorporate it into your own style. Kind of like artists.
Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
Well, the thing is, like, you can't copy someone's blade work 1-to-1. If blade work is similar to art forms, right? Then you can't just copy and paste it and call it a day. You have to develop your own style of artwork / your own style of blade work, I'm assuming.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless.
So she said skill issue. That's kind of rude.
There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework.
I mean, that goes for the arts too, so.
That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself.
Train
Now
until you're
focus.
satisfied with yourself.
Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Okay. Oh, I am timed. Oh. Hello? Oh, I did it. Oh, there's more. First.
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
I'm doing it. I have no stamina, though. Oh, this is not timed. I just need to do it. 900 crystal columns? As training progresses, your strength improves. Oh, thank God. I don't think I could have sat here and actually did 900. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. Ah! Affected by special effects. Charge AoE has been improved. Oh, well, I didn't even need to use it. Bro. Oh, I have a wider... Ooh, I hope we get to keep this afterwards. Not me missing. Anyway, skill issue, clearly.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
I am. I just have no stamina, bro. I really have no stamina. Oh my god. Imagine we had to dodge stuff. I feel like that'd be worse. I like this music in the background, though. Like the little blips and bleeps that they're doing in this track. Very nice. I have a minute. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, okay. I need so much more stamina, bro. Charge. Oh, why would you aim in the other direction, though? That's kind of rude. Well, at least I'm not using the dull blade. Amazing. This is transforming my whole view of sword work. Using the same techniques as ever, but now they're having different effects. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind. There's a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I made into that. Theirs are the sword styles and techniques I have come to know. Wait, wasn't there a theory, a Genshin theory, where people were saying, like, the people that you put in your party are not actually people that are in your party, but it's just Aether learning from everyone's movesets and then copying that for themselves? I feel like low-key, this is a slight confirmation of that.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase. Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Oh my god. We're copying everyone's moves. That's crazy.
Step on up.
Lynette!
Dance with the waves.
Oh my god, Nilu. I see an eternity go by an instant, the autumns of many years from a single leaf. Thus I shall slice this maple in a flash and ask a question of the ages. Where did this voice line come from and why is it so long? My sword style, my journey, my Hawkeye star. Oh, I did a barrel roll, all right. I love that Kazuo has the longest lines, even though he's the one dude that says the least. Did Paimon pass out? Were you reading fan fiction?
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
I hope we get more stamina after this, actually.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night
Shinjo!
that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
I like that we're bringing everyone back. This is kind of cute. With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. Ah! You slash and swipe till you've exhausted every ounce of your energy. I hope this means we get a stamina buff, right?
Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
How many days has it been?
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel?
Exhausted. I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. So tired. So sleepy.
As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Oh! Maybe it's time for a nap.
Yeah, meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
So, right, we don't feel hungry in these kind of like world state things similar to the chasm. But shouldn't we eat something?
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
You say anything after?
Sometimes, you have to practice a single movement 1 million, maybe 10 million times, before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Okay. I trust you, Shifu. We're having a ZZZ moment right now. Oh, do I rest? Fine, I don't rest on the training ground. Shit, alright. Going back into the vault. Oh, what was that? Okay, fine. Well, I'll take a nap. It's nap time now. Good night. Sweet dreams. Akasha Terminal Part whatever million. It's kind of fashionable, though, although it doesn't fit his outfit. I'm being blinded, okay. Owie. Maybe we stop doing the flashbang, Hoyo. Oh? I'm in grass. What the hell is this place? Have I been pulled back into that place again? But Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep, so why am I back here? No, on closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't that chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine. Similar to Lolly, I guess. If this is her inner world, it's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. What are you? Hello? What's that? What a strange-looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. Are you a new type of Sealy? Buddy? Pal? Friend? Can I get a good look at you? You look abyssy. But that's all I got. Why'd the grass grow like that? Oh, flashbang again.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
Oh my god, we're seeing her parents?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
See, giant bird reminds me of the consecrated beast in Sumeru, but I don't think Skirk is from there, considering that we know that she's a descender. So I'm assuming different planet.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too.
Big bird?
Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Aw, baby Skirk's kind of cute.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Squints in the IPC, but okay.
Let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Aw, they're kind of supportive parents. They're probably gonna die at the end of this quest, isn't it? I'm out. Who's out? You? You out. The weather's wonderful today. Maybe this is baby Skirk talking in her perspective? Oh,
The
ow.
stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said.
That better not be the IPC, I swear to God.
I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world.
Ooh, not to go Simulanka for a second, but doesn't this remind you of those two block people that were just like, I don't know if I should travel the stars. And then the other person was like, you should come with me and go travel. Was that maybe Skirk and someone else?
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Ah! The flashbangs are not helping, bro. Huh? What's over there? Something is going on. I'm very scared because they keep doing the sound cue. But whoop, as soon as there's text. Ah!
Don't let a single one of them get away!
Oh, there's a war.
No,
Again.
please spare the children. Stay back.
They're coming!
Run!
Help!
Oh, they're gonna die. Okay.
Eliminate the threat.
Take him down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it! Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Who the heck is that?
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
But why?
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
I'm not getting flashbacks from Boot Hill's story right now.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
It's giving colonization.
Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Hello? Was that the fucking IPC? It smells like something's burning. Yeah, it's the smell of burning flesh, buddy. What's going on? You gotta out. I should be prepared for these flashes right now. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared, bro. Fine on flashbacks? Maybe. Imagine. Fine and if I need Elizii, is that you? Somehow he turned into a girly pop, but you know what? I'm here for it.
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
Oh, Skirk!
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
That pee was so strong.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can! Don't trust anyone! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
Don't kill him while he's playing music.
You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Oh. Oh no. Oh, that was... Oh, Skirk! I feel really bad for her now. Skirk singing? And playing the guitar? Girly pop. Oh, it's her theme from the trailer. Oh, Skirk, girly pop. Apparently Kat was really worried. It sounds so good! Wait, Kat thought it was gonna sound like shit. No, it sounds really, really good. What?
Oh, you're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training.
I forgot we were training, I'm not gonna lie.
This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
So I have to use my E and Q. Do I guess Abyss powers with this? Can I get some Abyss powers? Can I have a smidgen of Abyss powers? Well, we can't actually, because Aether was just like, I'm not gonna use the Abyss powers. Damn it, Aether, we could have had a new element.
Man, staying in the Abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here.
I mean, that's what happened in the Chasm quest, bro.
Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
So we're not in the same space as in the Chasm, because in the other space, we didn't get hungry. Interesting. Okay, new type of space. I'm ready to start.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
A different source of power? That must mean Aether, literally, she was just like, you want to learn Abyss power? Yes.
Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss, an act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
So they stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. So what do they do, fucking vacuum the void up? Like...
The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
I'm going to point at Enconomia. and leave it at that. But there's something familiar about the power you use. It's almost seemed related to cryo in some way.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature.
Huh, okay, so you can use void power / abyssal power to make it appear like the elements. Interesting. Still sad we don't get the void element. Right, like Aether, you could have done the funniest thing and given us void powers like right now.
It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the Seven Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Aether, you could do the funniest thing right now and give yourself abyssal power. Abyssal power doesn't suit me. I have the ability to purify abyssal power.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power.
Why can't I have both? And then technically I would have the omni power, okay?
But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
So we're confirming that we're absorbing it like in the Xbox Wings lore.
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to keep doing this. Want to come over here and light the things? Thank you. Oh, why did that go out? Bro, did that not count?
Windblade!
Windblade! Over here. I need to light the last one. Thank you. Okay, now I can get rid of you. Disappear! Windblade!
Windblade!
Oh, but it keeps getting thrown off. Bro. Wanna come over here? Light this torch for me, buddy? Yeah, I think I overloaded the torch. God damn it. There we go.
With the wind!
Man, we haven't used wind powers in such a long time. Man, Wart, come back here. There we go. At least there was no timer.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Do not put out the fire. Okay. Oh, it relights itself. Oh, that's really convenient. Oh, let me not burn myself.
Windblade!
Windblade! At least it comes back.
Disappear!
Sorry, Skirk. It's gonna get a little hot and windy over there. My bad. Here's more. All right, come over here. Over here, buddy. Time for fire. This is how to Animo 101, apparently. Did it explode? It did. Okay. You train the elemental powers one by one, ending up with Hydro. Well, at least they didn't make me go through Electro.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Oh, hold on. I can... Excuse me. Pew, pew, pew.
Go!
I was literally just about to hit them for no reason. Specified number. Spikes destroyed.
Faster.
9. Okay.
Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Did that work? Was that good? Pew, pew, pew. Oh god, I'm missing. You're seeing the worst Valorant gameplay in existence.
Water jet!
Where did it go? Hello? E? Ow. I'm being damaged. Could you not? Oh, this reminds me of the Narzen quest, that targeting mechanic that they had. Hey, 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 hey. Rude.
Water jet!
Specified numbers of spike. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Maybe I shouldn't be so far away and maybe I can aim better. Maybe you can aim better, buddy. This is the first time maybe half the Genshin population has used the Dendro element. Not Dendro, Hydro Traveler. Along my journey, I've gained different elemental abilities in different lands, but I never trained them all at once like this.
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will.
Right, we finally have a use for the Hydra one.
It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Graceful as the wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. They really stretched the limit with that one. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me, sometimes as peaceful as flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices. But it's not like some wild beast battling me for domination. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. Why does every power revelation arc always has to sound like it's more like saying hello to an old friend? I feel like that line is used a lot. Did I figure it out? I think I figured it out. Water jet!
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
How long has it been this time? I'm exhausted. Imagine if we can quick swap between elements. I feel like maybe that'll be endgame or something like that.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Right, they showed off better water skills. It looked a little bit like Kaching's burst, actually.
If you wish to master the elements at a fundamental level, you must see the entire natural world. Nature in all its places and forms. That is part of what it means to be a traveler.
I will also say I appreciate that when we talk to the characters again, they don't repeat their lines. Give me some special spicy dialogue. Okay, sleep time. Good night. I'm gonna dream of maybe Skirk's past again. It's good nap time. This place again. I don't know what sound this creature is supposed to make. Did you bring me here? Who are you? I need to figure out a new fucking sound for this thing. It's so cute. I want to squish it. No response. The strange creature just flowed away. What is that thing? What is it doing in Skirk's inner world? And where is it taking me this time? If I can't attack it. I can't press the button. Hey, listen! Ah, flashbang!
What is the secret to power?
Hi, Sirtology. Okay, so it was your voice speaking in that trailer.
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear.
You look like one of the Firefly mechs. It could just be the same design, but you kind of look like that.
The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world.
It's low-key giving red pilling. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Also, can we talk about the black hole on his chest? Oh, I'm just immediately reminded of Lygus when I said that. Ow, it hurts. Ah, Daddy, Mommy. Flashbang. What? Flashbang? Flashbang. Flashbang? Flashbang. Ow, okay.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
Okay, relax. First of all, let me get a look at you. Why do you have a fucking black hole here? Why? Hey, welcome to my podcast. Do you ever feel fear? It's a waste of time. Oh my god. His voice, I can't say why it feels threatening, even though it sounds deadpan for some reason. I think there's just like power behind his voice. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's in a way where you're saying direct words and they're very short and concise, but he's saying it from his chest, you know?
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
Imagine he said skill issue.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Oh, maybe we don't do that, girly pop. I'd rather not break a bone. Also, he literally just said skill issue.
After all, bones can always be reset.
Oh, baby Skirk. I don't like Sertology. Like, I know Sertology was set up to be a villain. I really don't like him now. I can't breathe. Everything's gone black. I'm gonna get flashbanged in about 5 seconds.
Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Right, every single Sertology line has given me an extra red flag, and I don't like that about him.
Cold. In pain.
These are signs
she sounds a little bit older now.
Adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger.
I don't know if this was the intention, but if Sertology and Skirk both have all of their limbs amputated and then refixed in with the abyss, it's interesting that these specific model designs for their spirits also resemble that. Like, they don't have arms and legs and shit.
I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training.
Maybe Sertology was a mecha? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm seeing this and I'm just like, oh, Firefly mecha, you know?
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form.
All right, can we stop, like, doing the alpha bro kind of podcast thing for a second? Like, chill a little bit, bro.
Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh.
What?
And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Homie, you do know that you need time to mend the flesh and not, you know, just cut it off?
Yes, Master.
Poor thing. Dream's over, but I can't get the suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where does she come from? What has she been through?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are.
Skirk needs a hug and some therapy for sure. Like, if we're doing the tier list thing about, like, sending people to therapy, oh boy, she needed to go to therapy, like, yesterday, bro.
So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital that I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her. Can I look around here? I just don't want to miss anything. No, everything's fine. Paimon's not here. The fact that she didn't want him modifying his body so he could return to Devat while Sertology doesn't seem to care about that. I feel like Sertology is the type of, like, power over any means necessary, but Skirk seems so indifferent that it's kind of just like, well, if you want to, I guess, have fun, you know?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword and more control over your elemental abilities.
Thank you. It's all thanks to your guidance.
That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block.
Okay.
Ready?
Sparring? Sure. Oh, wait, is this a parry challenge? Oh, fine. Give me your worst.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your sister. That reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
Are you using emotional manipulation? Excuse me, could you fuck off for a hot second? Don't falter! Oh. Yep.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
There's no cheating in war, there's death and more death.
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain.
Okay, so I said Skirk's line, but like shorter.
Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Are you describing yourself?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same.
Why do you think that you're set on this path, though?
Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive.
Oh god, we're fighting
Same drill
her.
as before, but this time I'm going to interfere.
Okay.
Hold your focus.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. God, this requires me to stay focused, which is not gonna happen, but... If I stand right... that shouldn't count. I was literally in the middle. Rude. Man, I thought we were gonna have a Skirk battle. That'd been fun. Oh, dodge. 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 Don't look at me. Don't perceive me. I'm not here. You can't get me. Excuse me. Why didn't you hit? I ran into that. That was my bad. That is big skill issue on my part. Okay, those I need to do. Oh god, I have no stamina, bro. Hi, don't shoot at me. Don't shoot at me. Don't shoot at me. Don't look at me. Don't perceive me. You just heal. Oh, there's more. Please, I need you to not auto-target in, like, the worst area. Ooh, ooh, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Water jet!
I'm getting hit almost every single time by those, like, above ground ones.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
Listen, it's fine! It's not so easy to control my emotions. Battle's overwhelming, but if I can just focus all of my attention on what my opponent's doing and how I should respond, it's almost like my emotions take a back seat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
A Skirk boss would have been fun if she would be her own Ascension materials, right? Kind of like Arlecchino. I would have loved that. Or like, I don't know, a different form of the whale. That'd be fun. Focus. Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle. But I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Oh. She's now frowning. Skirk went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone a substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered.
It's interesting that he brings up the mind, because doesn't Nuvalet have a similar position where he's just like, I don't care about emotion, all I care about is justice and facts. Except for Skirk, it's like, because of training, you know?
That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
I feel like people train that using meditation or something, or maybe you have, maybe you don't have ADHD. Skirk is right. Now that I've stopped, all the emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. It's almost like you shouldn't suppress your emotions, kids. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt. But exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it. Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills, but when the battle comes, their fate may be decided in a matter of minutes.
As much as I am kind of sad that Skirk had to wait all the way till now in order for her to, like, experience her story, it's kind of fitting that in the Nation of War we end up meeting Skirk and having this scenario, you know?
One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and just like that, all their blood, sweat, and tears were for nothing. You need to push yourself to perfection, or you might not even live to regret it.
The head turns are still great. Oh! A chest? Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Master Skirk! I think Nuvi's that given what he wants to be impartial as he can with the judging trials, which is why he rarely have friends. That is true. They're not like exact one-to-one foils, but like I feel like their motivations for not having emotions were very similar. I guess this is going to be the final confrontation if this is the last training step. Looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world, and it's more colorful than before, I feel like. I don't see that strange creature this time, but I think I can navigate this space on my own now, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait. The pan in and out is really nice. Oh, I guess we don't get color after that scene. All right, fine.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible! I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
I should not be surprised that Sertology had other proteges, but like, this is still a shocking revelation. Man, the cutscene transitions are much better now. First-person sword fighting?
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Oh, is she feeling survivor's guilt?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Ooh.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Can I turn around? Oh, it disappeared. You think when she sees fire, she has that reaction, though?
Let's see here.
Alice,
First
right.
things first, you need a new identity.
I forgot they had a meeting.
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
Oh, that's why we all thought she was from the abyss, because that's where she got it from. Okay.
As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
I mean, I guess if you kind of equate that to exploring either the stars or the deep ocean, very similar.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea.
Aw, Alice being the mom, just being like, sometimes you need a rest, honey.
Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
I'm assuming her is the inner child. Huh? Also interesting that we're getting like the overworked narrative again with Skirk specifically, when it doesn't feel like it fits, but somehow it just weirdly does, you know? Dream's over. I can hear the crackling of a fire in the distance, and there's a fragrant aroma in the area. Grilled meat.
You're awake!
Hi, Paimon.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you.
Oh, I am a little hungry.
Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in, before it gets cold.
You two are best friends now?
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen.
No?
Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forgive the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Are you sure about that? But also, just because you're around someone long enough doesn't mean that you necessarily have to like him or them, you know? You can not like someone and still be around them a lot of the time. Sometimes that's called coworkers, depending on who you're talking about.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Y'all dig in and make a quick work of food.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
Okay.
I have good news.
Which is?
First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents.
Did we increase stamina and or power?
Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for.
Oh.
Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
Well, that was a lot faster than I expected.
When Ajax trained with me, He once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Consumer knowledge capsule +3 attack incident. Right, that's why I'm just like, are you gonna give me, like, increased stamina? Maybe our energy recharge gets increased. After spending time in Skirk's inner world and witnessing her memories, there's so many questions I could ask. But the most important one is, are you really from Teyvat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I don't know, your entire everything? The Nihility eyes? I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. This is the first time I've seen Skirk break her composure. I guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose. In fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. So you can't really hold your emotions well either, is what I'm hearing. Wait, speaking of endless darkness, my first time there, that's all I saw until that strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
Recent circumstances? What happened?
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
Okay.
No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender? Well, she's only an outlander, technically.
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
I'll show you my hibernation chamber key if you show me yours. I show you my hibernation key. Please respond. What's your goal in coming here?
To become stronger.
That's it?
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
Skirk's goal is to defeat the Foul? I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. But given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy.
God.
Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
I knew he was gonna show up, but anytime this homie shows up, I want to fight him. And not in the fun way, and I know he would enjoy it, but still, I'm gonna squish his fucking face.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Huh, maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers. Wait, that's kind of sweet of you.
Well, your last question?
You know Child's looking for you, right? Are you gonna let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That's kinda cute that she's kind of just like, oh, he still has room to grow. And I also like the fact that she still considers him a kid. That was a calm and calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child and nothing to do with her. But what does she actually feel about it? The Abyss is completely silent. This domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said that it's been hundreds of years since she arrived into that, and even longer than that if you account for how slowly time passes here. But also, the whole, like, shutting down emotions, the real question is, does she actually feel the emotions, or is she, like, just constantly shutting down her emotions to the point where she will never feel them? Which I don't think will be the case, since even Aether started to feel his emotions after focusing on battling for too long, but I don't know. Maybe she has that down packed. Maybe she needs so much therapy that Mitsuki will have to dig her way out.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
I mean, if she is hundreds of years old, he'd be like a kid to her, although I would pay money to see Skirk having dinner with Child and his family. I would love that. It'd be so awkward. In all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really because she looked down on the weak? I doubt she'd give me a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me the cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep it a secret from her as well.
Is she sucking her thumb? Oh my gosh, she's literally a baby.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
I suppose, if the
Just
title's
follow
correct.
me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
I don't like that the title was all devouring, but we'll see.
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
To be fair, when they said the devouring, I was really thinking Fontaine.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
So I was right, and that was the platform that we did do in the chasm, and oh my god, okay, so I called it out in the first, like, few minutes. Cool.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
That's crazy, but okay.
Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
I will. Let's teach this thief a lesson.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Oh god, into the abyss. It's kind of crazy that we can just have abyssal rifts and this just doesn't look... Do you not show up backwards? Can I enter backwards, actually? Oh, no, I have to click on it. Okay, that's kind of cool that you can just... Like, I don't know. Like, you see it from the front, but then the back, it just disappears. I don't know. This is really cool design. Oh, it's just me and the traveler. Oh, but I'm in hydro mode. Ew, okay. Fine. Extinguished. Fish mode. Alright, I don't remember her attack patterns. Fuck.
Bombs away! Go!
They said you're gonna like using Hydro Traveler, and I'm gonna make you use it, but okay. Okay. Fine.
Mine to wield.
Right, I forget that I have to use her E and then use her Q as well. Float! Okay, no floating for me, I guess. What did they actually put you on? My question. Okay, you get the weapon. Okay, we're not slapping everyone on Noblesse Oblige anymore. That's good. I think you're my traveler, I think. Because I have a glad set. Or maybe... Oh, no, this is trial. Never mind. Literally could have just read that the trial was there, but...
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit!
Yeah, I'm trying not to girly pop.
Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Sure. Hey, buddy.
Wipe out!
Man, why couldn't we have the other version that we saw Traveler do for the Hydro version? Like, bro, the slow-moving water bubble ain't it. I forget.
Like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
That they have this voice sometimes. We haven't heard an Abyss Mage voice specifically in so long. Man, she just shreds through them, bro. Oh, where am I going? This way. Back into the fucking chasm again. I wish we could have brought, like, the chasm team, you know? Yelan, Yanfei, Ito, Shinobu. It's been a long time since we got those characters. You mind? Just literally stop.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
I don't know how to do that. If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my wound... my... wound back? I thought it was wounded. Then yes, I can sense something, and that is nearby. But I can't tell the exact location. Nothing exact, but I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
No! Well, that's fun.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
So I'm assuming it's part of gameplay, right? Do I need to make you attack each other? Or is it just like, hey, play this mini game, evade the spikes? Ooh. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a little. Well, I'm glad they didn't do a thing where it's like, you have massive skill issue, restart, you know? Ooh. Oh, that's so menacing. I don't like that they stopped altogether. Why attack Certology more than the
From
Traveler,
the start,
though?
the attacks have been focused on me.
Yeah.
Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Is it Certology? Also, the S's are back again. God damn it. Bro, compared to... Woo! Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. 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 Girly pop, you got stabbed. Uh-uh. You're right. That thing was... Oh, she just pulled it out of her like it was nothing, bro. What the fuck? What the hell is that? A Stellaron? The fuck is that? Oh, oh, it's part of my soul. Okay. Am I Stellaron?
There. I got it back.
That's it? We just had a tiny piece of it? That was the only one?
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Stabbed in the heart? Yeah.
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
So you were his real target, so he was after you from the real beginning?
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon.
See, I don't know if this is Certology just because it's just like... I don't know if Skirk knows. Skirk probably knows. But at the same time, I don't know who else would come and target Skirk specifically.
Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this.
Arbitrary coincidences, huh?
In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you got stabbed, and your power also got stolen.
I'll cope.
Bro? I don't think that's the thing that you say after part of your fucking soul was taken. Like... Girly.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Oh. So it is the narwhal.
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Certology.
The Foul?
Oh, hi. Why do you look dragon-esque, actually?
Who dares call him foul? Certology.
Oh, bro is crashing out, and for what?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
It reminds me of that mist from Mitsuki's story quest, I believe. I don't know if that's the same thing.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Stabbings on...
Look, it's back!
Well, that's kind of annoying.
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in the process, some of her power was stolen. Culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get the fuck out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
At the same time, what can...
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
Technically, it was her heart,
but...
minor.
It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Ooh, I think those were a distraction. Okay, so I shouldn't be fighting them.
Spikes! Run!
My question is more like, what powers do you get if you're taking a little bit of Skirk's power, you know? Like, they could do this before with Traveler's power, but I guess now it's a little bit more amplified or something? Oh, could you not do that spike there, preferably?
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Man, could you not? Girly. I'm out of stamina.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
Yeah, also, what happened to the narwhal?
Suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place.
Like, did the narwhal die? Did it get... I'm assuming it got devoured by whoever that was, whatever power that was. But what is that power now?
Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
Ooh, the fact that she says digest it makes me link it back to Mitsuki's story more. If I remember correctly, that was supposed to be like a nightmare kind of scenario. Are they made out of the same energy? I guess considering that memories are so important in Teyvat after the whole story quest and stuff like that, I wouldn't doubt it. The all-devouring narwhal, with his power, he even managed to steal from you of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlap mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
I mean, unless it's one of the other 5 sinners, but I have no idea. Hearing you say the fowl definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for.
Maybe it was one of the disciples from when she was doing that flashback thing. Maybe one of them got jealous of Skirk, you know?
And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey.
What?
I'll handle the—
No way!
What?
You can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
Okay, oopsie for the skipping, but also, yeah, like, we're not just gonna leave you.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not out of pity. You said I don't want to be in your debt. Well, I still am.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
I feel like she has the same kind of vibe as, like, Kaveh, where they don't want pity, but they also want to feel like they're always working towards something.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Boo Boo Pharmacy, girly pop.
I get the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baizhu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
You think we're gonna get Changsheng lore?
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready.
How's the shoulder?
Fine. It was just a scratch. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me.
Ooh, wait, you have more black parts to your outfit, yeah.
Oh, this? It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Teyvat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So it can change color because of that, too. Let's go.
Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way, then.
Ooh, Baizhu's out in front.
You look much better, Traveler. Should I take it that your health issues are resolved?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. Your case was a tricky one. Seems slightly too early to celebrate.
Very true, Changsheng. Further observation is in order, I think. We haven't had many patients recently, so we have several vacant rooms. Feel free to stay a few more days if you need.
Awesome. Thanks. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met?
Well, she did say that the only people that should remember are people that are worthy, and if she's trying to get money from someone, of course she's gonna make them remember.
Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
You're not being subtle.
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Oh my god, a sonorous voice like yours is a crazy insult.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
Probably.
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Well, I guess you did, huh? Paimon's whispering needs some work.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was... a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Oh my god, the only one bed trope? And both of us are not sleeping on it?
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk is stubborn, but even if I try to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon's right. Skirk will stop and take a break when she gets tired. I hope. I should just get some rest. I mean, she's also not human, so... That doesn't sound good. Skirk? Of course, she's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Huh? Something seems off about her. There's a lot more shiny floaty things around her, I think.
Quiet.
Are you having a nightmare? Who's she talking to? There's no one around unless...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that
Whoa.
fire?
Why is it going back and forth between the left and right ears?
Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Oh, the by audio thing is kind of messing with me right now. Right, in that dream I witnessed, Skirk was training alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what happened exactly. If only she just talked to us. We are strangers. It's not like she's gonna reveal her life story. The only reason why we know is because we saw it in a dream. Man, that tea's gonna go cold, huh?
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Recover your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
That's better, I'm assuming.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
I mean, not human. Probably will know. Well, actually, Paimon doesn't know because she was like, keep everything a secret.
No. Not fast enough.
It literally was a day.
That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the literal fucking spike that stabbed you.
No, I think the problem's with me.
What, you're experiencing burnout? Because me too, girly pop.
I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Okay, bro's gonna go into the plane of euthymia or some shit.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Girly pop is just standing there. I wonder what she does in her meditation. It's like, think problems through.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
I don't know, maybe it's not going too well.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
And then she's gonna wake up because that's how plot happens. Skirk looks so serene, almost like she really is asleep. Oh, what? Hello? Oh, how are you here? What are you doing here? She needs to unsuppress her memories or some shit. I don't know. Ah, flashbang. The amount of times we've gotten flashbang in this one quest is crazy. This place feels familiar, but where am I exactly? Also, it's colorful. There are towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here. But it's broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each breakpoint. Oh, you know what it could be? You know, like the Cantilla area where it's like in the abyssal area, but not really? Maybe this is what it was before it became the abyssal corrupted version of it. On closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes, almost as if... I don't know the noise I made for it. Did you bring me here? Then that must mean this is...
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world.
Oh, it's the child.
Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams.
It's child Skirk.
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So it talks.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right?
Huh. That's strange. I mean, it is her, right? I'm assuming this is like a childlike version of her. It's interesting that she says that this is a lucky coincidence and not... I forgot the exact phrase she said, but it was a little bit more negative in tone. It's almost like she has hope again.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here. So, what's your impression of this place?
It looks like if you combined Fontaine with Styxia from Honkai Star Rail. What's that river, and why are there so many cliffs and waterfalls?
Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one.
This is a crazy-ass looking mind palace, if anything.
But, as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past.
Oh, the self-hate and loathing is back for the character.
And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
It's kinda almost like if you consistently repress your memories, you're not gonna be in a good place. Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see. So it was Sertologi who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. And since then, it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strength. But it's such a sad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why does it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see.
You can read my thoughts, or am I speaking this out loud?
Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like this crazy meta-level version of looking into an actual character's subconscious. Like, this is so interesting to me. Like, we're literally seeing what makes her tick, you know? Ow, okay, the child version of her needs to stop flashbanging me. This looks like a coastline. Huh? I recognize a drawing on the sand. It's the one I drew. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Why? If I think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened in Wanmin Restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years either. I doubt she ever made a connection with his world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Like, I don't know, maybe it's because Sertologi was kind of a shit-ass teacher, but is it because she thinks that she doesn't have the ability to become a descender or have the power to do something similar like Aether? I mean, she wouldn't have known Aether was like a descender like this until she like talked to him, right?
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past.
I love that one of his instructions was make new friends, and Skirk was just like, actually, no. And honestly, I don't blame her. I'm also an introvert.
We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Okay, abyss fucking, like, black serpent ass motherfucker. Okay, maybe... Okay, he says, we will still have contact through the abyss, but know this, one day I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes, just like the fire that haunts your mind. Maybe she was just like, oh, if I never build something, for you to reduce to ash, then you can't have any power over me. Maybe she just wants agency back.
Why do you do that?
Because he's a little bitch.
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution.
Also, I just realized it's not the black serpent. It's the little, that dude in the narwhal. That's crazy. But also, I'm assuming it's not a one-to-one recreation, right? Because Sertology is fucked off somewhere else.
You have tasted loss. You have known fear, so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Hey, Sertology, have you ever heard that you're a fucker? You're an ass fucking teacher. Like, I don't know. As someone who did teach, I don't think I'd ever subject any one of my students to drown themselves in the nightmare of their childhood and have them, I don't know, bestow upon you the gift of fear eternal. That's just fucked up, bro. That figure next to Skirk looks familiar. Right, I saw the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring narwhal.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul, Sertology, looked like at one point in time.
So at one point in time, so he can change form.
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
Interesting. I used to think Sertology and Skirk were just master and disciple, like Skirk and child. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Sertology literally told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant. But I still don't understand why Sertology would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertology is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
I mean, he is a higher level being, right? I mean, I don't know exactly what that means. Like, do you have the power of one of the angels? Like, is it above that? Is it Eon level?
Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
This place is so pretty, though. I like that they reused the oasis water, but just made it purple. It's like, fuck it. This literally feels like the Canatil area, but like colorful, you know? Oh, baby Skirk. This must be Skirk when she was a kid.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Or you use your tears to, you know, show your emotions. It's not necessarily that you are garnering sympathy from other people. Maybe you just need a good fucking cry. I need Sertology needs a fucking good therapy and fucking years worth in jail, but I don't know how you can jail a higher power being.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Also, her outfit's kinda giving Miss Marvel a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
So, you wanted a disciple for funsies, and you're just like, maybe you can beat me,
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little.
Not the, I'm tired of this, Grandpa, but that's too damn bad.
Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue.
Girly Pop has not had a sliver of fucking empathy in her life, and like, can we provide that to her? Like, please. I feel so bad for her.
After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it?
She killed the inner child that was in her. Well, she didn't kill it, but suppressed it a lot.
It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So Sertology saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive. I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Sertology's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then. Ooh, what if Sertology's people were the one that destroyed the town because they were just like, haha, fuck these weak-ass people that are just trying to have a life. Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna destroy things because I find joy in the destruction of others, you know?
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Like, I don't know if there's any other motive besides that, you know? It's kind of just like, hey, I'm gonna train you so that I can have someone to fight against, you know? Maybe they were all selfish motives that they had.
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
Oh, she looks actually happy. Like, she has joy on her face for once in her life, you know?
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes.
What?
Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end.
The merchant ship that packed with adults wearing those strange clothes, were they being shipped off? to work somewhere else? Like, I don't know about kidnapping, but like some type of colonialism, if anything?
It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade.
Dude, this sounds like the IPC, I swear to God.
Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
But why, other than conquest?
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning.
I just realized, is this coming out of her back? Like, what is this appendage thing? Is it like a wing? I don't know. Maybe I need to look at Skirk's design a little bit more, because this is suspicious. Like, why is it there?
Their lives were discarded like worthless trash, as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running, until an unexpected figure crossed her path.
Also, low-key, this looks like Firefly. I don't know, maybe it's the haircut.
If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
So why did those people destroy her homeland?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
Threat? So it is colonization. Did they do something bad?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source.
Is that why she has no energy in her kit?
For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Just because of speculation, all those innocent people, they were literally just living their lives, you know? And then people decided, you're not normal. You guys can do things that we can't do, so we're gonna destroy you. The parallels to real life is astounding.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
I love that she turned to herself and she's like, I'm gonna rely only on myself in order to do everything. But I'm assuming by the end of this story, Aether's gonna be like, no, it's the power of community. It's the power of friendship in order for everything to work together, which I personally agree with. Like, considering the times that we live in now, I think community is more important now than ever in terms of a lot of this. Because yes, you can feel like, oh, if they're not attacking me, then I shouldn't care if someone's getting attacked elsewhere because it's not my problem, you know? But what happens when that attack isn't stopped? What happens if they stop targeting that other person and start targeting you, right? The selfishness in not helping out your fellow person, your fellow community member, will eventually, if we're talking about self-serving reasons, bite you in the ass because that threat isn't stopped. So with the power community, at least you'll be able to band up together and be like, okay, we're gonna stop this together, you know? Now I see why Sertologi's threat is such a terrifying prospect for her. And now I see why she distances herself from the world.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
I'm assuming this little guy is supposed to represent hope, right? The tiny sliver of hope, which is very childlike and, I don't know, something that she's pushed down for years and years in her life.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment.
Interesting. Another time where we have to witness a whole scenario again. Wait, then you must be...
Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind. Stifled by reason.
I'm curious why you're in the shape of some kind of fairy angel kind of thing, but I don't know.
All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
That's crazy that we're just having a Skirk therapy session at this point.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here.
So you can't look at it?
Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary.
And every villain thinks that they're the hero in their own story. You're gonna be a villain in someone else's story if you go down this path.
I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
It made you strong in sacrifice of your humanity.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us.
Yes! Pop off, little you!
Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
Oh. That isn't what we need.
No!
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
And look around. Look at your inner world.
It's almost like if you're crumbling on the inside, you can't do things that you normally do and or help other people.
You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And do you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Well, you're the only one calling it weak. Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt.
Also, hi, welcome back. Close enough. March 7th?
And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
Oh, bro, this is gonna make me cry.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Oh, it's cracking.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
Sorry, with the flashbacks, I immediately thought of the Charmony Dove. That's... I'm repeating the Charmony Dove paragraph in my head at the moment while she's doing all this voiceover.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Cutscene? Oh, here we go! Hello, hello, Void.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Oh, hey, yo.
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
Oh. her playing the guitar again, but as a kid.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Oh my god, is she gonna have a magical girl transformation? As she should. Oh, the melody! The Skirk melody is in the background too. It's so pretty. Oh my god.
You saw my memories then.
Yep.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe.
The Charmony Dove paragraph is repeating in my head right now.
He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
Yeah, but that isn't true strength. Power is not a substitute for doing what's right. Like, I don't know, doing the right thing is always, for me, going to be better. Sticking to your morals and, like, upholding a moral code will always, always be better than subjecting yourselves for profit or for anything else.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him.
But he intends to face you in battle one day.
I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
If he does attack you one day, I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
But more help is better, isn't it? Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. This whole section has been giving me the Athena and Odysseus section in Epic the Musical, where she's kind of just like, I can't help but wonder what this world could be if we all held each other with a bit more empathy. I can't help but feel like I led you astray. What if there's a world where we don't have to live this way? And then Odysseus is Skirk in this sense, where she's like, if that world exists, it's far away from here. It's one I'll have to miss, for it's far beyond my years. And then, you know, the whole section at the end. But like, oh, the parallels are crazy, bro. Skirk gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? No, do I leave and then never come back? Oh, this place is so pretty. It reminds me a lot of the structure. I think the structure is the same as when we have that meeting with our sister, actually. Back in the Carrie Bear quests, I believe. Not the original one with Clothar, but the second one, where we actually get to see Carrie Bear alive, you know? Like, there was a tree here and everything, but this time it was a waterfall, and we were standing both here, I think. And then Lumine, well, because Lumine is my Abyss twin, she came out from here, and then she came over and she talked to us. This is, I guess, imparting wisdom, but to someone else, you know? Kind of like a mirror. And, well, except the mirror is Skirk, and she looks very different from Lumine. It's time to go.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death! You're both okay, right?
What does it look like?
Looks like your strength is back. You look stronger than ever.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Yeah, we literally went to therapy together. It's crazy.
Okay. So, Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
It's okay. Paimon does not need to know the important context.
But, whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
The three of you enjoy the snacks.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna go fight him again?
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Finally. Let's show him what we're made of.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Hi, Void.
The fog is gone!
It's very I mean, not every black hole is Ix, but like, Hey, buddy.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's Skirk's master. That's just what the fowl used to look like.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
I don't know. Space shit.
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets.
Closer? Did you just say closer, Paimon?
Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Blood Serpent's broken edge. Interesting.
Bombs away!
I see that we have kept the same two characters. All right, shit. I need to maybe dodge for once in my life. That's crazy.
Power.
Ooh, maybe let's not do that. Use enhanced charge.
I've forgotten your training, I hope.
Oh. This? Oh, girly pop, I forgot my training. Enhanced? Oh, the enhanced charge attack. I have forgotten my training. Excuse me, pardon me. Whoop. Ooh, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Watch me fail this because I have skill issue, bro. Water. Oh, okay, you did not ult for whatever fucking reason, but okay. Oh, right, the training. Don't forget your training. Ah! Oh, shit, okay, cool. I forgot I can make water balls in this form.
Beyond this world.
Future beyond this world? What? What? Excuse me. Sorry.
Go!
Enhanced charge attack. Oh, these are like the floor pillars. Okay. Imagine learning and remembering things from training. Ha, get hecked.
Mine to wield.
Man, she does so much damage. She's so cool. Not this again. Watch out!
Haven't had enough of my power.
Man, this battle scene is crazy, bro. Ha! Get Abyss Mage, bitch. Oh.
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Oh, she's so hot. Not the crazy close-up on the prototype Rancor. That's so funny. Bro. Oh, you just dissipated into dust. Ew, we are inhaling whale dust. Oh, your suit is all black now. That's just a dude. That's just a whole ass man.
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Probably way too long, actually.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Dude, look at how much Abyss has taken over his body. That's crazy. Why is it all in your fucking crotch area?
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk.
Are you Lygus? Are you Lygus in HSR? Wait a minute.
Hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure this is Lygus's voice actor in HSR, who also voices the gambler in the last event quest. But I could also be totally wrong, but the parallels are kind of paralleling right now.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me.
Oh.
I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers.
but it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum.
What the hell is a Universitas Magistrorum?
Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar.
So you weren't even gonna fucking try, bro?
After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
Why did you sound like the bot in the beginning? Like, are you sure? Are you sure you wish to stop? Please press 1 if this is actually your final answer.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet.
Interesting. Why would they say that? You are destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet. Is Vedifenir going to be like... I know I keep comparing this to HSR. That's my bad. But the the parallels are certainly paralleling. But is Vedifenir supposed to be like the Helios kind of situation in this case?
You know as well as I Vetifinir's prophecies are never wrong.
Cause he's really sounding like Helios.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vetifinir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Man, he's still cocky about it. That's crazy.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Oh, that's a sick line. Freedom means that even the wicked get to make their own choices? Wow, okay.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Oh, okay.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Bro, all of them are built different, apparently.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
I'm just surprised that it worked, you know? Just like, oh, let me just stitch some whale heart in me. That'll make everything better and I'll become stronger, you know? How did you know that was gonna work, bro?
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
I just realized, it's crazy that Skirk and this dude are talking to each other because I'm pretty sure these two voice actors are dating in real life.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it.
Okay, that sounded very Danganronpa of you.
Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright, yet you were able to read them from my blade. like a glimpse into my inner world.
I mean, isn't it always said that blade work will tell a lot about a person's emotions and stuff like that?
You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles.
Something, contract to end all contracts, Zhongli something.
After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal, to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Oh, this bitch is dying. Okay.
Are you okay?
No, obviously not.
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you are hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control.
Huh, okay, so you're just removing all the energy that they took to make themselves stronger and making them start from square one. You know what, that's a fitting punishment. Because if you're always striving for power, having to restart sounds like a pain in the ass.
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi.
Now my question is, do you lose your memories when you do this? Because maybe something similar happened to the Traveler very early on.
I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
Whew, that's finally over. Let's get out of here.
I can't talk to homie?
Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
Oh, okay, fine. You blocked me off from seeing and everything, but man. Bro. You know what? Close enough. Welcome back, Acheron. Stare into the void. Skirk gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Bye.
We did it! It's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
I wonder what stars he's referencing, you know? Whose constellations did you steal from? Because I think you should add some extra constellations to my account.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
I'm guessing, like, the night sky to her reminds her of, like, how you see an oil slick on the ground. Like, yeah, it's fucking nasty, it's an oil slick, but, like, it got rainbow colors and it looked kind of pretty. It's beautiful, I agree. I'd like to see what it's like up there.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ooh, that's a line and a half,
over
bro.
Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the traveler always finds a way.
I mean, hey, I always think that if you lead with kindness, it will return to you, you know?
Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
I would say, maybe you should go to a therapist. I know a good therapist down in Inazuma. When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely.
That's ominous. What is this, Genshin 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn.
Man, we really are at the end, or at least closing in on an ending story for Genshin, huh? There's so much talk about ends of journeys.
One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Bye, Skirk.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think?
I mean, she literally unlocked emotions, so...
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars.
We kind of do that a lot, don't we?
Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
That's crazy that that's the last line for it. Okay. Ooh, oh, we keep the dream mirror? Oh, and training reviews? Lingering info. Oh, she gave us so much shit. Oh, there's teapot items? Oh, that guitar is so pretty. Oh my god, wait. What is this? Okay, training review. After completing Skirk's rigorous training, you and she compiled a summary of your experiences, documenting your relentless efforts and her grueling trials. Though the training has ended, revisiting these records can still yield invaluable insights. Oh, it gives you item. Oh, what? What is this? Training review to read? Training review read. Oh, I guess I don't get any more. Oh. Well, that's nice that it gives you, like, extra level up materials for completing the quest. Like, that's nice. I'll take that. The teapot ones. Oh, it's this one. Small furnishing craftwork Sleepless. The model of an instrument based on the one Skirk gifted you. Its elegant shape reminds me of moonlight. The road ahead may be long and full of uncertainty. Songs in the real world may fade into dust of yesterday. Their melodies echo eternally in the heart. Oh, and a new instrument? Shut up. Lingering Euphonia, a guitar that Skirk made based on the instruments of her homeland. The guitar has a unique charm when played. Its ancient melody seems to hum a history that nobody recalls. Are you going to be in like Phrygian or minor or something like that? What scale are you on? Use chord notes swiftly. Okay, yeah. I know that. You're still in the C major scale, bro. Oh, hello? It's like a muted string guitar, actually. Yeah, it's a steel guitar. Steel string guitar. But like, maybe the chords just sound really quiet to me, but it sounds a little muted. Interesting. It looks cute though. Aw, it matches her so well, but it's so small on her. Low-key looks like a ukulele over a string guitar though. Dream Mirror Remnant. An abyss crystal, a gift from Skirk to you. When worn, it can be used in your sleep to dream mirror with her. To find the culprit, Skirk infiltrated your dreams while you witnessed the memory deep within her heart. Use this crystal once more to revisit certain scenes of what happened back. Oh, what? Oh, the artwork. What scenery awaits far above the sky, atwixt the universe? Oh, it's like the little, you know, when we get photographs of when we do the 4-star characters, it's kind of like that, I guess. Flames consume the nest, the hatchlings unable to fly, flesh and matter reduced to ash. Broken limbs, a shattered frame, the stars shine dimly as sorrow and joy are ground away. Fledgling wings by cobwebs ever bound, a new journey forged in the shadows of the past. Those who are lost and those now far from home, they share a common solitude. This artwork I think is my favorite. Just like this shot with this angle is so nice. Like, oh, that's so pretty, bro. Wow. Dude, Skirk is such a cool character. I love her a lot. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because this story, I think, needs to be heard by people. But like, I don't know, filing your emotions away and just hitting the grind day after day and not thinking about your emotions or like the things that you're feeling, or like having empathy for other people, it's just, I don't know, so needed for a world like this. I don't know, she's such a cool character. I love her story a lot. It's crazy that they got the two voice actors who are literally dating, like they're in the same scene together talking. That's so cool to me, honestly. But I don't know, Skirk is just a really cool character. Like, there was a lot of lore drops, not as much as I was expecting. I honestly felt like the Dane quest was a little bit more lore droppy than this, but I really like this story for the sole fact that it really did focus on Skirk. Like, a lot of this was just like, these are my motives, this is what's happening. And we actually get to see a lot of those answers. There's finally been answers to, like, you know, what exactly is the all-devouring narwhal? Like, how did you get here? Like, the fact that she's an outlander, like, her home world, even though, like, it takes place outside of Teyvat, like, we get to see that, and it's so nice. Like, I don't know why the bare minimum is us actually seeing what the character is like in a story quest, but I'm glad that at least for Skirk, it hit those notes, you know? I'm glad that they spent the time to, like, sit there and make sure she got her story fleshed out. Especially because I think she's one of the most mysterious characters between the Fontaine to Natlin arc. And man, I cannot believe we went back to the chasm after all this time. Like, we hit all the very, very goopy abyss places that I wanted to hit, and I'm very happy about that. Although I was surprised we never actually went to where the whale was specifically. I guess they were just like, oh, you need to go to the chasm because I feel like there's more abyss, like, stuff there, you know? But what did you guys think? Are you guys pulling for Skirk? Did you enjoy her story? What are your theories about all this and like your story analysis? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!